And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has formally handed over the leadership of the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government to President Julius Maada of Sierra Leone, marking the end of Tinubu's impactful two-term tenure as chairman of the regional body. The symbolic handover took place during the 67th ordinary session of the ECOWAS Authority held at the State House Conference Center in Abuja, with leaders from across the sub-region in attendance. Our correspondent tells us more on this story.
ECOWAS, founded in 1975, is a regional political and economic union of 15 countries aimed at promoting economic integration, stability and democratic governance across West Africa. The Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his capacity as the chairman of ECOWAS Head of State, served for 2 years tenure. President Tinubu on Sunday handed over the chairmanship to President Julius Maada of Sierra Leone at the close of the 67th ordinary session of the regional body in Abuja. In his farewell address, President Tinubu described his chairmanship as a profound honor and privilege, expressing gratitude for the trust and solidarity of fellow West African leaders during a period he described as marked by complex political and security challenges.
I am pleased to note that under my stewardship as the chair of authority, the ECOWAS military logistic depot in Lungui, Sierra Leone, has been completed. The depot will play a critical role in providing equipment and other logistics to forces deployed by ECOWAS. Last February in Addis Ababa, Nigeria signed the third agreement with the African Union. With the completion of the depot, Nigeria is committing itself to both the sea lift and air lift arrangement with ECOWAS. Nigeria will continue to play its leading role in supporting ECOWAS regional responses to peace and security. Excellencies, Head of State and Government, distinguished guests, regional integration will be only meaningful when it is underpinned by economic prosperity. As we discussed at the West Africa Economic Summit, our intra-regional trade remains low, even as we possesses the potential to be an economic powerhouse in the continent. We must create the enabling environment, empower the private sector, remove trade barriers, and create the conditions necessary for industry and entrepreneurship and innovation to flourish.
In recent years, the bloc has faced growing challenges including military coup in member states, terrorism in the Sahel, and economic disunity, threatening its foundational goals of regional cooperation. In his inaugural remarks as the ECOWAS chair, Sierra Leone's President Julius Maada laid out a bold 4-point agenda focused on
ECOWAS's mandate must be redefined, not as a distant institution, but as a proactive, people-centered vehicle for peace, inclusion, and opportunity. As chair, I will prioritize 4 key areas. First, restoring constitutional order and deepening democracy. We must engage transitional governments constructively and support member states in building stronger democratic institutions rooted in the rule of law. Second, revitalizing regional security cooperation. We must overhaul our collective security architecture, from intelligence sharing to rapid response to confront new threats with unity and resolve. Third, unlocking economic integration. Fourth, building institutional credibility. ECOWAS must reform itself and become more transparent, efficient, and responsive to its people's needs.
As the regional landscape becomes increasingly complex, the leadership of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government plays a pivotal role in steering collective responses and shaping the bloc's direction.